Hello, hi, my name is Samuel Blitzer for the SC channel. Please tune in, take care, and take your vitamin C, vitamin D, and your zinc tablets. Subscribe and share as much as you can. Also, at the same time, you're not going to hear this. Want to get ahead of this story, obviously, today. At the same time, please take your zinc tablets, and very important, okay, especially what's going on today. And yeah, it's got quinine, it's got tonic water. Please drink as much tonic water. Do your own research. It's got quinine inside, so it might work for you, might not work for you. I mean, I can't say too much. Do your own research, but one day you'll understand. Probably somebody will do a study on the benefits of hint um, drinking tonic water. Okay, and it's got quinine inside. But anyways, don't want to get much into details. I want you guys to listen to this exchange today. Well, actually, it was yesterday, and. Obviously, when you put the screws into the Democrats, especially Pelosi, because they had it easy on CNN, not because people are actually, you know, they're starving out there. I have a relative up in Michigan, and they're saying that people are depressed. They're some of them are committing suicide. Kids are actually literally kids are starving. The lockdown is hurting. It's destroying them. The WHO just came out a few days ago, or maybe 4 days ago, talking about how bad lockdowns are, and they understand it. It like directly affects children. Okay, people can't pay their rent. People can't pay their mortgage. People have a hard time. People are suffering. We're talking 78 million people are affected. Donald Trump is ready to do a deal, which is double the amount of Obama, 1.6 or 1. I think it's 1.8 trillion. She wants 2.2, 2.3, obviously for the extra money to pay for the New York State, California State, and some of these bankrupt states to have extra money. Actually, they wanted 3.2 million. They wanted more, $1 trillion. So go down, burn down your city, mismanage your city, and we'll give you money in the future. That's how it goes. So when Wolf Blitzer put the screws a little bit, Nancy Pelosi had a meltdown. Literally a meltdown. Says you're an apologist for the Republican Party. CNN is CNN is pro-Republican all of a sudden. That's what happens when you have it easy in the news. That's what happens when you're not confronted. When you're having real debates, they just melt down. Why? Because I blame CNN, CNBC, and some of the misinformation media to actually go out there and press these people, because people are actually dying out there. They're starving. I know. She's telling me. I called her up, and she's telling me that people are having a hard time. They're waiting for that $1,500 check or $1,200 check so they can pay the rent, feed their family. So many people could be evicted, by tomorrow or next day. More, that's why some of these cities, these Democrat cities who are locked down, not the Republican states, they're doing okay. I know we're in a pandemic, but the states have a choice, and it seems like the blue states just want to lock it down. They want to make Donald Trump look very bad, and Wolf Blitzer just pressed her. People are dying, and people in the Democratic Party, want that stimulus. People are calling. They're calling the Democrats, and they're saying, "Listen, I ain't gonna vote for you guys anymore." That's what they're saying in California. That's why they want the mail-in ballots. God knows what's going to happen. And I can tell you right now, we won't know who the winner is on November 3rd or 4th or 5th or 6th or 7th. It's really sad, because they're just going to. And I don't want to get much into the details on the mail fraud. I want to talk about you're the apologist, because this is going to be the great story of today. Um, Hold on a minute. Let's go to the Blaze. Give them credit. I had to find a complete meltdown. Let me see. I think their headline is Nancy Pelosi melts down on CNN, accused of Wolf Blitzer of being an apologist for the Republican. How about just having a complete meltdown? Okay, so basically this is all about negotiations. But what I want to focus. Hold on a minute. What the hell is all these commercials? Here, it's right back on. It says 78 million cannot afford normal expenses. 70 million Americans. I'm telling you right now, Donald Trump is ready to give 1.7, 1.8, I think, trillion dollars on the books. As far as I know, they want the 3 point something trillion to pay off the debts and have it easy. That's why New York States are having a hard time. California is practically bankrupt or is bankrupt already. Some of these blue states, just look at it. I mean, some of them are like war zones and like in Syria. Just take a look at it. How bad some of the areas are. 40 million at risk of eviction. Eesh. I know. I speak to this relative, and they're having a hard. They themselves are having a hard time. 8 million small businesses that might close forever. The WHO just came out saying lockdowns are not a good idea. Why? Obviously, it's politics. For the lockdown. All of a sudden now, Donald Trump, yeah, was right all along. Why? Because it's hurting a lot of people. It leads them to suicide. It leads them to depression. A lot of people are depressed. A lot of people are depressed. This is what I'm getting at. Dems can't wait. This guy should be commended because he's actually confronting her and a few people. Okay, so honest to God, I can't get over it because Andrew Yang, he's really lovely. You're not negotiating the situation. They're not. They have no idea. They have no idea. I guarantee you, they have more an idea than you because you live this cocoon, California, whatever, wherever you live. Who knows? $5 million home. God knows. I don't know. I'm just guessing. People are having a hard time, and I'm sure the constituents are actually calling them. The Andrew Yangs and the Ro Khanna, begging them for at least 1,000, 2,000 something, so they can actually put food. She says, "No, you're an apologist. I didn't come here to have so you're an apologist for the Obama. Excuse me, God forbid, Madam Speaker. I'm not an apologist. I'm asking you serious questions. See, serious questions. That's it. Boom. That's what happens when you ask a Democrat serious questions. They just melt. And I know that. I see it on Facebook. They melt when I send them like a reality, like something like with a fact. And on Facebook, they melt. Anyways, let's just listen a little bit. Can't show you the whole thing.
But they really let the states go bankrupt. Excuse me for interrupting, let the states go bankrupt. Madam Speaker, but they really need the money right now. And even members of your own... I understand that, but even members of your own caucus... Even members of your own caucus, Madam Speaker, want to accept this deal. $1.8 trillion. Congressman Ro Khanna, for example. But let me just quote Ro Khanna, a man you know well. I assume you admire him. He's a Democrat. And he just said this. He said, people in need can't wait until February. $1.8 trillion is significant and more than twice the Obama stimulus. Make a deal. Put the ball in McConnell court. So what do you say to Ro Khanna?
What I say to you is, I don't know why you're always an apologist, and many of your colleagues apologists for the Republican position. Ro Khanna, that's nice. That isn't what we're going to do, and nobody's waiting till February. I want this very much now, because people need help now. But it's no use giving them a false thing just because the president wants to put a check with his name on it in the mail, that we should not be doing all we can to help people pay the rent, put food on the table, to enhance benefits, that they don't lose their jobs if they're state and local, we're talking about the consequences of a pandemic, the symptoms of a problem that the president refers to, the fact that child care is very important for people whose children cannot go to school.
Get more treatments. Let's hope they get a vaccine. And Madam Speaker, I certainly respect you, but I also respect Ro Khanna. I respect Andrew Yang. I respect members of the Democrats who are members of the problem solvers. They want a deal because so many people right now
well,
are
the problem
suffering.
solvers, by the way, don't have any earned income tax credit or child tax credit in their proposal either. But let's not go into that.
Yeah,
you evidently do not respect the chairman of the committees who wrote these bills.
I respect
And
all of you.
I wish you would respect the knowledge that goes into getting the meeting the needs of the American people. But again, you've been on JAG defending the administration all this time with no knowledge of the difference between our two bills, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity to say that to you in person.
All right, Madam Speaker, these are incredibly difficult times right now, and we'll leave it on that note. Thank you so much for joining us.
We'll leave it on the vote that you are not right on this, Wolf, and I hate to say that to you, but I feel confident about it, and I feel confident about my colleagues, and I feel confident in my chairs.
It's not about me. It's about millions of Americans who can't put food on the table, who can't pay the rent,
and we represent them. And we represent them.
Getting by these long food lines that we're seeing. I know you are. I'm just saying.
We represent them, and we know them.
As we say,
we know them. We represent them.
Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good, as they say.
It is nowhere near perfect.
Madam Speaker.
Always the case, but we're not even close to the good.
All right, let's see what happens, because every day is critically important. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for your sensitivity to our constituents.
Yeah, well, anyways, whatever. I don't know what she's talking about. But anyways, well, my name is Samuel Zerzer. You've seen a complete meltdown of Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House. Just when you press a little bit. And the thing is that people are all, long lineups. He's right, Wolf. I have to say, for the first time, not that I watch CNN. I don't. I used to watch. But, you know, what I'm getting at and what people are telling me, I'm talking about Michigan, New York, people I know, lineups, hungry, can't pay the rent, kids are hungry. They don't know what to do. That's why some of these cities, you know, like, look... with the riot, I don't understand, you know, it's, you know, why she just say, okay, let's go, let's just do it. Let's give it, why? Because we're like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, almost, 19 days away from the election. But anyways, my name is Samuel Zerzer for the SC channel. Hope you liked it. I'll put a link to the Blaze. Credit to them also. Credit to CNN too at the same time. I have to say credit to Wolf Blitzer for just putting a little tightening screws. You'll see the complete melt. Imagine if CNN was like this every single day. I think we would have a better republic. But anyways, my name is Samuel Zerzer for the SC channel. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe and share as much as you can. Vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc tablets, and also drink tonic water. Okay? You hear from this channel